All right, look, I love houseplants. You probably love houseplants. But let's be real. Some of these so-called must-have plants, they're straight-up divas. They demand constant attention, refuse to grow right, or just aren't worth the hype. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, before you spend $50 on another trendy plant that's secretly out to ruin your day, let's break down 7 of the most overrated houseplants, straight from someone who's learned the hard way. And hey, no judgment if you've got these in your home. I probably do too, but maybe, just maybe, it's time to rethink some of these so-called favorites. Let's get into it. Ah yes, the Fiddle Leaf Fig, Instagram's favorite plant. But let me tell you, this thing is a full-time job. One wrong move, too much water, too little water, looking at it funny, and boom, leaves dropping like it's quitting life. Oh, and it loves humidity, but not too much. Loves sunlight, but not direct. It's like a needy ex, and good luck finding the perfect spot. Because if you move it, even slightly, it throws a tantrum and drops leaves. Unless you've got a giant window with perfect lighting and time to babysit it, this plant will test your patience. Want something easier? Try a rubber plant. Same big glossy leaves, way less drama. Looks just as good, but won't ghost you if you forget to water it once. See? This is what I mean. Let's move on to the next overrated plant. You ever wanted a plant that sheds more than a golden retriever? Meet the Boston Fern. Seriously, this thing is like a walking confetti cannon, except the party never ends. Oh, and it needs constant humidity. If your air is even slightly dry, say goodbye to those delicate little leaves. So now, not only do you have a plant, you've also got a humidifier roommate. Hope you don't mind extra bills. One day it thrives, the next day it looks like you've committed crimes against nature. It's so dramatic. Want that same fluffy, green jungle vibe without all the stress? Try an asparagus fern. It's way tougher. Same look, less mess, and it won't throw a tantrum if you forget to mist it for a day. All right, I'm done cleaning up after this thing. Let's move on to the next overrated plant. All right, let's talk about Calatheas, also known as the beautiful nightmare of houseplants. These things look amazing, until you actually try keeping one alive. Then it's just heartbreak. They need constant humidity. Miss one day? Boom. Crispy leaves. Tap water? Nope. It only drinks filtered water like a spoiled influencer. At this point, I'm putting in more effort for this plant than my friendships. And don't even get me started on how moody it is. It changes more than my Wi-Fi signal. Want a pretty patterned plant that doesn't act like a diva? Get a prayer plant. It's forgiving, doesn't need a spa day every week, and still gives you that cool leaf movement. See the difference? One is needy, the other just vibes. Look, I get it. Carnivorous plants are cool. They eat bugs. They look like something from a sci-fi movie. But as houseplants, they're kind of the worst. First of all, they're super picky. You can't just water them with tap water. Nope. They want distilled or rainwater, like they're at some fancy spa. And feeding them? Yeah, they can catch bugs. But if you don't have enough flies around, you'll be hand-feeding them dried insects like a pet lizard. Not exactly low maintenance. They also need tons of bright light. If you don't have a sunny window or a grow light, they'll just give up on life. And if you keep poking them to see them move, congratulations, you just wasted their energy, and now they'll probably die faster. Want a plant that's actually easy to care for? Get a Pothos. No fancy water, no bug buffet, just good vibes and easy growth. One of these is fun for about 2 weeks. The other will still be alive next year. You decide. All right, I'm done babysitting plants. Let's move on to the next overrated houseplant. All right, I love a good Pothos, but pearls and jade? This one's like the bougie cousin who takes forever to do anything. Most Pothos grow fast and make your space look like a jungle. This one, it takes months just to put out one new leaf, and it's way fussier than its cousins. Too much water, yellow leaves. Not enough water, crispy edges. Make up your mind, it also needs just the right amount of light. Too dim, no growth. Too bright, Leaves start burning like it forgot sunscreen. Meanwhile, a golden pothos is out here, growing 2 feet a month like it's on steroids. Want a variegated pothos that actually grows? Try a marble queen. Same pretty look, but it won't take a year just to fill a pot. See the difference? One's just sitting there. The other is actually doing its job, looking good. Look, it's not bad, it's just underwhelming. Let's move on to the next overrated plant. Okay, I get it. Polka dot plants look cool. Bright colors, fun patterns, they trick you into thinking they're a great houseplant. But then, a few weeks go by, and suddenly, it's the neediest plant in your house. Forget to water it for, like, a day. Boom, full meltdown. Looks like it just got its heart broken. And then you water it, and suddenly it's fine again. Like, really? The drama. Oh, and guess what? Even if you do take care of it, it gets leggy, drops leaves, and looks like a hot mess in no time. So now you gotta keep cutting it back just to make it look decent. Congrats. You now have a full-time job as a polka dot plant barber. And just when you finally get the hang of it, surprise. It was only meant to last a season anyway. It's basically a disposable plant. Want something colorful without the mood swings? Try a Fittonia. Still dramatic, but at least it won't ghost you after a few months. One is unpredictable and short-lived. The other? Actually worth your time. Alright, let's move on before I start writing breakup poetry about this plant. Alright, I know I'm about to upset some plant collectors, but we need to talk about the Thai Constellation Monstera. First off, why is this thing so expensive? Like, I could buy 10 regular Monsteras for the price of this one plant. Yes, I get it. The variegation is stunning. But you know what's not stunning? How painfully slow it grows. Seriously, you could go on vacation for a month, come back, and it's still sitting there like, oh hey, I grew half a leaf. And of course, it's picky. It needs bright, indirect light, high humidity, and just the right amount of water, or it throws a fit. And don't even think about skipping humidity. Otherwise, you'll get these crispy edges faster than a bad sunburn. Meanwhile, regular Monsteras are out here growing like crazy with half the effort. And guess what? They still look awesome. One is a rare collector's piece, sure. The other is an easygoing beast that won't break the bank. If you love this plant and have the patience and cash, go for it. But for most of us, it's just not worth the hype. Alright, there you have it. 7 popular houseplants that might not be worth the hype. Did I call out one of your favorites? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you love these plants, no shade. But if you're looking for easier options, there are plenty out there that won't drive you crazy. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss more plant hot takes. See you next time.